Margaret Mary Alocoque is the French nun, mystic and apostle of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, chosen to reawaken the Church of the dark Middle Ages to the centrality of God's love epitomized in the most Sacred Heart of Jesus. Born in the mid-17th century as the only daughter in the large family of Claude and Philibert Alocoque, she was from her earliest years graced with both intense suffering and an intense love for the Blessed Sacrament, silence and prayer. At the age of 9, she was paralyzed by severe rheumatic fever. Confined in bed for 4 years, at one inspired moment, she made a vow to Mother Mary that if she were healed, she would consecrate herself to Jesus in religious life. She was instantly restored to perfect health. The premature death of her father plunged the family into poverty due to manipulation of relatives. When she turned 17, the family regained their fortune, and her mother encouraged her to socialize in the hopes of securing her in marriage. One night, after returning from a ball for carnival, dressed in her finery, she saw Jesus, scourged and bloody. Reminding her of her promise, the Lord reassured her, revealing that his heart was filled with love for her. She immediately joined the Visitation Convent at Paray-le-Monial at the age of 24. A fellow novice described Margaret Mary as humble, simple and frank, but above all, kind and patient, under sharp criticism and correction. Slow, quiet and clumsy, she was assigned to help an infirmarian who was a bundle of energy. On December 21st, 1674, 3 years a nun, she received the first of her revelations. During the next 13 months, Sister Margaret received several revelations of the Sacred Heart, the first on 27 December 1673 and the final one 18 months later. The visions revealed to her the form of the devotion, the main being the receiving of the Holy Communion on the first Friday of each month, Eucharistic Adoration during a holy hour on Thursdays, and the celebration of the Feast of the Sacred Heart. During her first revelation on the Feast of St. John, Margaret Mary claimed that Jesus had permitted her to rest her head upon his heart and then disclosed to her the wonders of his love, telling her that he desired to make them known to all humankind, and that he had chosen her for this work. In her lifetime, she was severely suspected, criticized and questioned. The devotion to the Sacred Heart was officially recognized 75 years after her death. When her tomb was canonically opened up in July 1830, 2 instantaneous cures were recorded to have taken place. Her incorrupt body rests at the Visitation Monastery in Paray-le-Monial.